This is the threading for the Baby Lock Presto II. I also find that the same threading is for the Brilliant and the Soprano and many other machines. But we're going to start with the Presto II. First thing we're going to do is we're going to wind the bobbin. When we put the thread on here, we want to make sure that we choose the correct spool cap. You'll notice that there's multiple sizes. And on this spool, we're going to choose the small one. So once we get on there, we're going to now take our thread and we're going to follow our dashed line on the machine. So we're going to go down to 1 and up here to 2. And at this point, we're going to cross over, catch, and make sure that we're actually latched into this little spring here. That's the tension for your bobbin itself. So you want to feel some tension on that thread when you pull on it. Once we grab our bobbin, we're going to thread it from the inside out. So the thread comes out the top, and we're going to put it down onto our bobbin winder. We can press this over. And on this machine, we're going to unplug the foot control. We're just going to set that aside. And then we're going to be able to use our start-stop button. So we can just start it. Once we get it going a little bit, we're then going to grab the scissors and we're going to just trim that close. And we can continue winding our bobbin. Your speed control on the machine controls the speed at which your bobbin is winding, and you want to make sure that you're not necessarily going full speed. Just because your car can drive 120 miles per hour doesn't necessarily mean we need to. So once you get your bobbin full, or wherever you want it to be, you can just hit the stop. When you push that back over again, we're going to pull it off. There's actually a thread cutter, and I'll cut the thread for you. So your bobbin should be nice and smooth, should be tight, shouldn't have any lumps or gumps or anything. And once we're ready to put it in the machine, we're going to make sure we're counterclockwise. And on this machine, you're going to push this little button over, and that'll let your bobbin cover pop open. And you'll notice here on the machine itself, it actually has a picture of the bobbin as well, just to remind you that it is counterclockwise. So we're going to set it in here, and we're just going to follow the arrows. So we're going to come up and around, and there's another thread cutter right there, and that's just going to cut the thread for you. At this point, we can just put our bobbin cover, sliding it back on. So that is your bobbin. Now for threading the needle, we're going to come back up to our thread, and this time we're going to follow the solid lines all the way through. And whenever on a type of machine like this, I go to thread my automatic needle threader, I make sure that I press the needle up, needle down button to get the needle in the right spot. So when I press this, you'll notice the needle will go up and down. So down, and then one more time to have it go all the way up. So I usually hold my thread relatively tight with my right hand and then direct it with my left hand. So we're going to go down, up again for 2, and this time we're going to go to the left. We're going to follow it down to 3, and then we're just going to slide the thread around the body of the machine for 4, back down for 5. There's a thread guide back here for 6. Make sure that it pops all the way over to the side, and then here we're going to go into the mouth of the needle threader and up and over the 7. So we're just going to slide it in there, up and over the 7. There's a thread cutter on the side of the machine, and again you're just going to, and it's going to cut the thread for you. Then you're going to, with confidence, press the lever on the side of your machine down. So you don't want to use a lot of force, but you want to be confident in the action. And then once that's down, pull your thread through, and you're ready to sew. When you turn your machine on, it's automatically on the straight stitch, so you can just start making whatever it is you want to make. Thank you.